Hello, everybody. Welcome to another interview with one of our FTMO traders. And today we're having Tarhata from Jersey City in New Jersey, US. Hi, Tarhata.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
Yeah, we're super happy to have you. So, by the way, for those of you who might be watching us for the first time, FTMO is a prop trading company, and we are looking for trading talents who, upon passing our evaluation process, get to manage up to $200,000 FTMO account. So, Tarhata here, one of our FTMO traders. Remind me, what account size are you managing right now? Is it 200K or 100K?
It's
Oh, it was
50K.
$100,000, right? Yeah, because your last payout was over $25,000. So wow, it's about 50%. So very well done.
Yes.
But before we get to that, can you give us a little introduction? So who are you? What do you do?
I am Tarhata Medina. I am 24 years old from Jersey City, New Jersey.
All right. So, and you've been trading for about 2, 3 years, is that right?
It's like a year and a half. I just started trading November of 2021 and up to now.
Okay. So, how did you get to trading in general? Was it like just to need to make some money on the side, or were you always interested in financial markets?
So at first, like I got curious about trading, and then like I met a trading community in which I joined, and within that community, I learned how to trade. And like the first profitable trade that I got was when I got into an exclusive group within, like we have like small groups within the community under a mentorship. And that's how I discovered prop firms. And from that prop firms, it is my first ever prop firm, the FTMO, which I had started like November last year, like 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, like I've been continuing to do it until this time.
All right, nice. And so, what happened in between the November 2020 when you started trading
Oh,
until you joined FTMO? So that was about a year. And so, did you trade on your own, life account, or what did you
so
do?
from November 2021 up to like October.
Oh, sorry, yeah, November 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
So October, I've been trading like live accounts. And then like one of my mentor in our exclusive mentorship group, she introduced me into prop firm, which is FTMO. And like about 2 months into her mentorship, I got my FTMO funded account.
Nice. So let's just stay away from trading just for a moment. So what do you do? Like, are you a full-time trader, or do you study as well, or do you work?
I study, I work, and like that's why I trade during New York Open and I work at nights, and weekends I do have class for
Ooh,
school.
busy life.
Yes.
Okay, I can see. So you said the trading during New York Open. So is that the only session or your favorite session that you're trading, or are you like trading throughout the whole day, or is it always like the New York Open?
Optimal time for trading is like the New York session. So, and I only trade US 30, and the volatility of the market like only like it's advisable just to trade in New York Open.
So are you really exclusively trading only the Dow Jones, or here and there you also trade something else?
That's the only pair I trade.
Okay. So for how long have you been focusing only on this asset?
So prior to the mentorship, I've been introduced to like the indices, also like NAS, about 4 months. And when I started my exclusive mentorship on the month of October, up to now, I've been only trading Dow Jones.
All right. So are you using mostly technical analysis to determine how to trade, or do you look at the news fundamentals as well?
So in our strategy that we use, like we apply both technicals and fundamentals.
Okay.
And we also like review the economic status of the country and events.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so could you maybe tell us a little bit more how exactly do you implement both of these things? For example, the fundamentals. So, like, are you looking at the forecast of, for example, when there is FOMC or non-farm payroll? Are you looking at the forecasted numbers, and do you like include it into your strategy, or how does that work?
So that works like I do, or the community, we do back tests together. And then also with technicals, because news for us, like news is the excuse, and news like moves, like it liquidates everything, like, because it's so volatile, it liquidates, and then that's why it moves to, like, we mark up the charts,
Mhm.
where could it possibly go, and when it hits the target, so that's how we enter our trades.
Okay, I see. Well, enough talking. Let's see how it looks like in practice. All right, and here we are on the pair that Tarhata trades the most, the one and only, the US 30, and I can already see some marked zones. So yeah, go ahead and please tell us how do you approach the markets? How do you trade?
Okay, so we are in the US 30 chart, and then one of the strategy that we use is like imbalances. So imbalance is like an impulsive move in the market. So if you see this candle, it is like an impulsive move, like it goes just directly down. So upon trading imbalances, it's either it comes back from where it started, like this huge gap, and then, or it comes back into its oh, 50% and using Fibonacci tool. So if we're gonna measure this one from its top to bottom, just use replay. So I'll just use replay button. So 50% is right here. So probably price will come back into its 50%. So I will put like short position here. And the one that we use is just aiming for 30 points. And I mean 30 points stop loss and 90 points for take profit. And let's see how it goes.
By the way, are you always going for a positive risk to reward?
Uh, not I mean, sometimes it hits stop loss.
Okay.
Okay, so just like here. Yep. So for example, like that. So it's either like the 50% or it comes back to its original, where the imbalance starts.
Mm-hmm. Do
So
you have a favorite Fibonacci level that you're looking for the most?
so this is my fib settings, and so that's one of, like, if in terms of imbalances, it's the 50%, and I will show you another, which is the 88.6 level.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
By the way, how
yes.
do you calculate the risk on our trade? So do you have like a set rule that with each trade you allow yourself to risk maybe 1%, or so how does that work?
So this year I'm trying to develop just to risk like 1% of my total account balance.
Mm-hmm.
And
For each
like
trade.
yes, or like that, for this one I only risk like 30 points. So when I traded my 50K FTMO account, so I'm only risking, I use 10 lot size, and I'm only risking 300 points each trade.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So next example is, I can show you 88.6. So for example, right here, I'll hit the replay. So at this time, this is the current low of the market, and this is the high, using Fibonacci from low to high. This is the 88.6 level.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So basically, I will put like oh, not this one, a long position in the market. from 88.6 level, and we'll use 30 point, 30 point stop loss, 90 points target. So let's see. This is usually like the trades that I take. So here,
And there we
it's
go.
already take profit. So it's either like if you're looking at your trades, so you can like trail it up to, it can also give you like 100 points from, yeah, like 120 if you trail. But my mentor always tells us like 90 points is the target, and anything above 90 points is already a blessing. And another one that I can show you like example on how we take trades. For example, this one in lower time frames. So this is like a zone. So this zone already, like if you also look in the higher time frames, it's already been touching that zone for so long, from starting
yeah.
from this point. Yeah. So when it comes back to here, and I'll just show you an example in lower time frame, 5 minutes, for example. So I mean, hmm, this one, it didn't even close in the zone. And for example, like break of structure. So I see in this 5 minute, it is the 5 minute candle that uh, close above the structure. So I'll put like a small rectangle there. And if even we dive into like 1 minute, we can see a double or almost like triple bottom. So it's a good sign of reversal. So from this one, no. So this is like the candle that close above. So I can like, we use like break of structure and base of 5 minute time frame and entries using like 1 minute, and we can put a long position.
So you're not holding your trades for too long, right?
No.
Usually it's several minutes.
Yes, or like usually like the whole New York session, but I literally like close trades prior to 4 p.m.
Okay, so you always close it before the New York session ends.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So you don't keep the trades open like through the night at all.
no.
All right.
So from this area in which it closes, so because in lower time frame, I just need to see that 1 minute candle closes above the break of structure in 5 minutes in order to confirm a buy. So this one, it took so long, but there you
Okay.
go. It hit TP. So that's some of the examples on how we trade, like break of structure, imbalances, and one of my favorite fib levels is 88.6.
All right. Now I have a couple of questions. So the first one that comes to my mind is that do you always close the position 100%, or do you close it sometimes partially and you keep holding it as well if you see that the trend is strong? Or do you also maybe move your take profit a little further, or do you always, once it gets to your initial take profit, you just close the whole position and that's it?
So like I use like it depends. So when I hit 90 points and I see it's still going from my zone to another zone, and it's just a pullback, so I try to hold my trades, and sometimes I get like 150 points, but I protect my initial 90 points.
Mm-hmm.
And if I haven't reached 90 points, I just protect like 30 points. So no matter what happens, like I'm break even, and then like trail the rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Now another thing that I thought about is that I saw that you mark the zones and then you send the pending orders. But do you sometimes also trade with the market order right away? So you open the position.
Yes, I do. So basically with the charts, let's come back here. So where is it? This was the 88.6, right? So we can dive into the the lower time frame. So when it's like New York Open, I usually do like market execution, like at 9:30 in Eastern. So if you see in this, like especially 88.6, it is an impulsive move. It just touches and it goes. It can, you see, it can come back and then give you another 90 points, but that's it. That's why I when trading 88.6, it is an impulsive move, so you should like take it or leave it, but that's how it is.
All right, I see. Now, regarding the news, how do you implement them into the trading? For example, when you know that some big moves are expected, are you rather staying to away from the market, or are you on contrary
No.
trying to use the big moves?
So I with news, like we we used to trade like news like into our own advantage.
So you're not afraid to dive into the markets when the news are
No,
on the
because
way.
for example, I can give you an example for news. So this is one of the trades using imbalances as well. So I will mark this. Where was it? Yeah, was it this one or no? Wait, so this is the current high of the market. Yeah, this one. So this is not literally like a visible imbalance, but it still leaves an imbalance here because it didn't touch like the two candles, because it should be like a balance market. Balance means like if this one and then it touches within another.
Yeah, so both candles align with each other pretty much.
So somehow it is not literally visible, but if you see, go to the, oh no. So see, this is like, when was it? Is it FOMC? I guess it was
I
FOMC
think
with
so,
this
yeah.
one.
February 23rd. I think that was the
No, it
FOMC.
was February 1st.
Oh yeah, February
I
1st.
think, just correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was
Yeah, I
FOMC.
can't really remember from the top of my head, but since it's Wednesday, I think
So,
it probably was.
yes, so see, if you applied also like the technical sonnet, applying the imbalances, so mark the price comes back into its imbalance, and if we just put like still like the short position here with 30 points stop loss. Oh no, why did it put long? Short position. Mm, it's still valid.
Okay, but how would you
So that's
know?
how like news, and then when it's news, you can hold it for long because that whole entire move like give you, if it's just this candle, it even gives you 300 points up to 500 points if you hold it.
But how would you know where exactly to enter the short? Because when there are news, the moves are often really brutal. So how would you know when to exactly enter the short?
Let's see. Because I guess I have my, let's go to the higher time frame. Where did I put it? Oh no. I'm back. Back. No? Where was it? Oh, here. So we have this, because it also a zone here, if you could see.
Yeah.
And then, so we just use like, because our mentor like always tells us like to keep your zones.
Okay, yeah, that would be
So
actually
it
the
doesn't,
perfect entry.
so if you put like a short position, and you can also see like in 1 hour, it didn't even close. So that's how, and every time the market hits here, it goes down and it goes down. So here also it moves down, and then here, like, this was, yeah, this one was the CPI, and this CPI also liquidated everything that's in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems to be really working on the short term.
And even this candle in our candle, it didn't even close above that zone. So that's how. And if it breaks above, then it signals for a buy.
All right. Okay. Well, I think that we've seen enough, and now let's take a look into the econometrics. All right, and here we are in Terhato's econometrics, and as we can see, you have never really went below the initial balance. So, well, except for the first couple of trades, but that wasn't really a lot. So that's good. And we can also see that at the end of the trading period, there was a big jump. So I believe there was some good trade that you took on the US 30. So do you remember which trade that was?
Yes, it was during like the CPI of December. It was December 14th. So that's how we also, like, we used to take advantage of the fundamentals accompanied by the technicals.
Okay, nice. Now let's scroll down a little if you could for me. Let's see the max day loss and the max loss. Oh yeah, as we can see, you didn't really need much of the max loss. With the max day loss, you were close there, but you managed to stay in. And in the end, we have this really huge profit of over $25,000, which again has been made on a $50,000 account. So, did you like have a goal towards you were working, or
So at that,
I mean, I guess that it probably wasn't your goal to make 50%, right, on a trading account,
it
because that's really crazy.
initially my goal was just to hit like 10,000, and then like when I hit my during that CPI day, but then like at first it was 10,000, and then because if you see in this matrix, I already made like 11, and then like I have my compound plan. Like I tried to uh, make 100% of my account, which is turn it into 100K if I could. But then, but I'm still grateful for this profit amount. It just but then soon, who knows?
Lovely. Now, again, let's scroll a little further. Let's see the other stats. What we have there. Okay, so again, risk reward we can see, which is over 1, so that's good, and accompanied with a win rate above 50%. That's really, if you have this combination, then obviously you gotta be profitable. Is that something that you're looking at as well at these stats, or not anymore?
So since when I started FTMO, I just been trading, like, like for 2 months under my private mentorship, and I'm still learning in terms of the movement of Dow Jones. So that's why I have taken like a lot of trades. I spent too much time in my charts, and literally like better, like practicing my entries, because some of my entries like hit stop losses, and part of it also is becoming emotionally in terms of taking trades.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why coming into this year, that's something that I would like to improve, not just to focus on the dollar amount that's in my account, but also to improve my statistics as well.
Okay. All right. One final thing that I would also like to ask you is that do you trade only on an FTMO account, or do you also have a private trading account and you trade both of them?
As of now, I only have my FTMO. I mean, I still have my live, but I only trade it in like news days. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. All right, so you were mentioning the psychology part, so let's talk a bit more about that right now. All right, psychology, a big topic among traders. And so, what is your view on psychology and trading? In percentage, how do you think psychology is important for a trader?
So for me personally, for me it's like I would rate it as 80%, since in my personal experience, sometimes I already like in my TP, like I already hit 90 points, but I move my take profit. But then like the price comes back into its initial entry, and I didn't even protect my profit properly, like even like break even. And sometimes I even hit stop loss. And when I hit stop loss, I would put back my position and it hit stop loss again because like the market already moves in different direction and I'm being sticking to my bias. So that's a part of psychology that you need to continue to develop, because you should move with the market, like not go against it. And it is important, like taking profits, and because you'll never go broke taking profits.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Is greediness the toughest obstacle you had to
Mm-hmm.
face regarding psychology, or was there something that for you was even harder to pass?
For me, it's the psychology. Like that's one of my greatest challenge, because, and also like even I hit like three stop loss already, and then like I revenge trade and I hit more losses. So if I could just hold myself not to trade, I could have been protected my
Mm-hmm.
equity.
Okay,
And
so
also in terms of the market, there are times like even you already have your confluences. For example, like the price is already in your 88.6 level, and I am afraid to get in. Like, we have like fear of getting in, and if you see like impulsive move in the market, you experience like fear of um FOMO. So you just get in with even without confirmation or like confluences, because you are afraid to miss the entire move. But then when you entered, market reverses and then you hit stop loss.
mm-hmm. Okay. Well, actually, the more I think about it, the more it's obvious that for traders, there's so many obstacles they have to overcome when it comes to trading. Right? There's like fear of missing out. There's over trading, revenge trading, and greediness.
Mhm.
I could go on and on. So, uh, the do you think so? From how I hear it, it sounds like you still don't think you overcame all of the obstacles. All the psychology. The
No.
psychology is not mastered yet.
So as of now, I'm still developing, because I can still see myself like, since I am afraid to get in the market, so I've been working. That's why if I hit stop loss, instead of taking it as a negative for myself, then I just think like I have to get better entries. And hitting stop loss is part of trading. You'll never, it's just how to manage your risk, and you can never prevent hitting stop loss because it's part of it. But if you just like better your entries, and I'm trying to do like max of 3 trades a day,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that's a good point because maybe there's a lot of people who are trying to avoid stop losses at all costs, but in the end, you
Mm-hmm,
just gotta accept that stop losses, exactly as you said, are part of the game,
mm-hmm,
and you just gotta minimize them, and you just gotta learn how to work with them. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
I agree with that. Um, well, also another thing I wanted to ask: do you keep a journal? Do you journal your traits or emotions?
Yes. So this year I've been journaling, because it's also like part of our mentorship that we have to journal our trades. And through journaling and back testing, you can help improve your trades, your entries, because you can see, for example, like you hit stop loss, you can see why did you hit stop loss. Sometimes for me, like I'm being impatient, like I just get in, like I could have found a better entry. But like during journaling, you can see where did you had those mistakes, and through it, like in the upcoming trades, you can get a better eye in the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think working on your trading psychology helped you in your general psychology as well? That it helped you in other parts of your life, just other than trading?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Do you have any examples?
Like for let's see. So in life, so like not just into trading. So in terms of like making decisions and that like not just making impulsive decisions like, oh, because for example like buying things like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean like you have this kind amount of money and then it doesn't benefit you. You just want it because of being because of wants, but it's not a need. So like you might enjoy it for a couple days but you won't need it for in longer run.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just becoming a liability. So it's better like one of the books that I've read, like the Rich Dad Poor Dad, like you have to own assets rather than liabilities. Like your assets should pay for your liabilities.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Mhm.
Okay, Terhaja. Thank you so much for being here today. I think we have learned a lot. And if you have any last words, anything you want to say out there, now's our time.
Okay. So first of all, I thank God for this opportunity and for introducing me into trading, and for my mentor, Natalia Salinas. So I am grateful for you and for the entire team, and thank you for so much work that you've put into us, and for the entire mentorship group. We celebrate success together, and we learn from each and other's lessons. And thank you for everything.
Okay, and that's FTMO.